Welcome in. Happy Monday, everybody. Happy Monday to all of you. I hope you're all having a good one. I know I am because I'm here with my friends once again. 'Tis an exciting Monday and a little bit of a sad Monday because we're going to be taking a little break from our main campaign after tonight while Ryan is taking a little break ski and dealing with the moving situation. So keep an ear out for updates on when we'll be coming back. It will not be too long, but we're going to give them time to settle in. And in the meantime, we have some wonderful plans. We are going to be playing like a prequel one-shot that kind of acts as like a prequel sequence to this entire campaign and all the events that led up to it. We had planned to launch the campaign with this one-shot, but events kind of transpired, D&D stuff happened, and that plan kind of fell through. So we decided we're going to do it later on as a prequel, because who doesn't love a prequel? It'll be myself DMing, as per usual, with JTB, Chris, and Kieran here returning to the table. But we will be having a very special guest filling the fourth slot of our party, and that will be our good friend Ratatash, who has never guested on the stream before, but we're super excited to have her, and it should be an absolutely wonderful time. I'm can't wait to see what everyone's character is going to be. I'm beginning the prep this week. I kind of have some plans all in, and we're going to have Rad popping in as a guest for the stream. Thank you for shouting out Ratatash. We've kind of been planning to have some more of the local homies come in the hopes that maybe one day we can do like an in-person thing. But for now,
I'll come up for that.
Over the internet, we'll come up to you. We'll do like a whole island camping trip, D&D around the campfire adventure. I think that would be fun as shit. I've always wanted to do a cottage D&D thing around like a fireplace with the vibes being all immaculate, and nowhere screams that more than the island, especially if a storm happens outside.
We could also stream a game of golf.
We could. As you can all watch me launch golf balls into the ocean, thus adding to the pollution problem.
Listen, do you guys want hockey mask serial killers? Because that's how you get hockey mask serial killers, guys. I need to warn you.
We're not going to let any innocent kids die in the lake. Obviously,
we'll be throwing
the camp counselors who are having sex instead of watching the children into the lake and see how they like it. Okay? That's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do.
Bang in the water.
The true abstinence run, throwing counselors into a lake.
We are Jason, okay? We are the children.
One time at summer camp, there was a kid who slept super deep, like deeper than anything I've ever seen. So one night we picked him up and we put him in a canoe and we sent him out into the lake in his sleeping bag. And he got like a while out before we had to go and wake him up and get him. It was funny.
Yeah, we've done stuff like that before too. We've got a whole mattress floating out in the ocean. Guy didn't wake up. Could have died.
Y'all are on, like, y'all had a vastly different summer camp experience than I had. For the most part.
We went to an extreme sports summer camp. We went like backcountry hiking and cross-country mountain biking.
See, I was told mine was a survival camp where you would learn to survive in the elements, but it was a youth cult, and I don't need to put that in quotations because it was legitimately a fucking French youth cult in the mountains of Quebec. See? Terrifying, okay? It was a great time. Nothing I did at that.
Drink the Kool-Aid and you're gonna like it,
brother. Like, they hiked us up a mountain, and then we get up there, and they're like, "We're gonna eat sandwiches, then we're gonna hear this." And he pulls out an acoustic guitar, and he starts playing "Lean on Me," and it was something entered my body. It wasn't him, thank God, but the spirit of the Lord inherited me, and I sang along every word.
So many of those in the early 2000s. Oh, it was wild.
Okay.
The early 2000s, it was a lawless wasteland for those places.
It was the worst. I had a great time.
We weren't checking up.
Nothing else I did at that camp was remotely Christian, let me tell you that shit. Anyway, we're off track. Thank you, Ryan, for the raid. I appreciate you. But yeah, no, that's it for announcements. Rad will be here next week, joining us, possibly for a week after that. It kind of depends how the game goes. It might be a one-shot. It might be a two-shot. We'll see what happens. But I'm super excited for it. Bye, Stuart. Hello, Chowder. All the cats are just being active.
He's in
jail. They
jail.
don't do shit all day. Yeah, he's in jail because he was screaming again.
Yep.
God,
Yeah, I'm
he's
sure
a
the first few
vocalist.
minutes of your VOD will be filled with him.
That's okay. That's okay. I'll just turn up the music a little bit. But yeah, thank you very much for being here, everybody. I appreciate you. For those of you who don't know me, I'm David Patrick. I'm one of the DMs around here. So far, we've had one guest, and our good friend JTB here will be taking over the DM seat coming up very soon-ish. I don't want to say very soon because that's not exactly accurate, but in the next couple months or so, we will be planning a Curse of Strahd campaign, and we'll be announcing the guests and the cast for that very soon. And I think that's a perfect segue. JTB, why don't you take us away with the introductions and say hi to all of the new friends that came in with Ryan.
Yeah,
Thanks
all
for
right.
the follow,
So,
by the way.
howdy, I'm JTB. I stream sometimes, kind of rare, honestly, at this point, but you know, it happens occasionally. Mostly variety stuff. You mostly catch me here every Monday, and then one Tuesday a month going to be taking over the DM's chair for Curse of Strahd, where unlike watching me play a single character, you get to watch me play every other character that nobody else is playing, including Hot Sexy Vampire.
I can't wait for Hot Sexy Vampire JTB. All right.
Who
that's
may
gonna
have
be...
a Brooklyn accent.
Oh, no.
Hey,
Fucking amazing.
hey,
That's
I'm
gonna be
stuck
great.
in here.
I really can't wait. I'm going to turn this light, and we're going to get like just a little bit more of the color there. There we go. I can't wait. I get to play. I'm so excited. I've wanted to play in a start to finish campaign for so long. I know it's ambitious thinking we'll make it to the end, particularly considering Curse of Strahd, but that's okay because we're going to try.
Oh, also, another announcement.
Here we go.
I DM other places that aren't on stream. First time I've ever absolutely one-shot a character happened this weekend. It was our lovely Ryan here.
Dude. Oh my
That
god.
was
Pick me up by the neck, snap
insane.
me like a Slim Jim.
Wait, you killed Valia?
Yeah.
One shot, fool to zero.
Yeah.
Fool to dead. Not even fool to
Deuces.
zero. Fool to gone.
Yep.
One hand. Bugbear.
Bugbear,
Yeah.
critter,
Oh my
God.
max
Bugbear.
damage roll. Just
It was a bad day.
And
It was a bad
exactly
day.
the amount you
Oh.
needed too. It was poetic. It was written in the stars.
Thank you for the first time chat. Epic Fry Yoshi.
Yeah,
Saw
there
the
you go.
follow
One of them.
yesterday. Appreciate you as well. Oh man. That was a good time. I was sad. I was real moody after that. People kept trying to talk to my character. I'm like, seriously, guys, like, leave me the fuck alone. I want to brood. Let me brood. It's gonna be fun.
That's
We'll see what
fucking
happens in
hilarious.
that. But yeah, the Strahd thing will be a once a month thing. But I mean, we were just talking about Ryan's character having his neck snapped. Hopefully that doesn't happen today. But Ryan, why don't you say hello to everybody in the meantime?
Gorgeous babies, darlings. I adore you, each and every one of y'all. I'm going to be streaming for the last time for a while. Tonight, right after this, y'all can expect a lot of insanity, all sorts of nonsense, probably crying. So come on by. I love all of you. Thank you all to everybody in here. This has been, and will continue to be, I'm not going anywhere. One of my most favorite things. Having D&D on Monday is such like a crux to my week. It is it's a foundation that I build a lot of my life on. So thank you to Rusty, all the boys. I love you all so much.
We're gonna miss you, and we'll have you back very soon.
Oh yeah.
And in the
yes.
meantime, we're gonna be having some fun to fill that void for us as well, because Ryan is where our sparkle comes from. Moving on to Kieran, I hear you. We have you to thank for our good friend Epic Friar Yoshi coming into the chat. So thank you for that, and spreading the good word of the Homebrew Homestead. Why don't you say hello to the people for us?
Hey everyone, name is Kieran. Tonight I will be playing my alcoholic German cleric again. Always fun. Yeah, Yoshi is one of the guys I play Ready or Not with, and he recently joined me on Tarkov as well.
Oh,
So
hell yeah.
yeah.
I might have to
Good
get
fun.
in some games with you guys at some point, honestly. Ready or Not, so fun. Next time you're playing, if I'm not working, I'll try to hop in there. Our non-lethal runs never go their way. They're planned, but that's okay. Chris, final word before we get things started. It's up to you, man. Suck on my balls.
I'm
Thank
Chris.
you for your sub, you piece of shit.
welcome.
I love you. Thank you, roommate.
I'm Chris. I don't stream. I
Mm-mm.
work for a Formula One engine manufacturer. It's true.
Shout out engine
yeah.
manufacturer.
Yeah, I worked at Honda.
Fucking love Honda, dude.
That's-
they make good
that's what I do.
cars.
Mhm.
They also make good lawnmowers and other shit too. So shout out Honda.
Oh yeah, quads, bikes, fucking. We there is this like electric scooter thingy that folds up into the size of a suitcase, like a 3x2 suitcase.
Okay.
So you fucking ride it around. The
Pop
salespeople
that
have
shit
been
and
ripping
go.
it around.
Let's
I'm just
go.
waiting for one of them to hit and run into one of the cars in the showroom.
Oh,
Should be super funny.
that would
It's
be
really
bad.
fast.
Thank you for the sub, Epic Friar Yoshi. Apparently on a
customer.
treasure train. I don't know what the fuck that means, but Twitch is doing shit. Thank you, Mr. Bezos. Thank you, Daddy Bezos. How do I chow? Ryan, help me.
Ciao.
Chow. There we go. We're going chow.
Just call her Chew. Everyone does.
Chew. Thank you
Chew.
so
Oh, that's
much
cuter. I like that.
for
Chew.
the biddies. I appreciate you so much. Ryan, help me. The boys saved the day.
I'll help.
Some trains
Cop out.
are to be treasured.
Boggin with the 100 biddies. We appreciate you as well. Y'all are popping off in the chat. Look at all the little
Let's
wizards
fucking
casting
go.
spells on the screen. They're like, I have one more that like it's a channel redeem that'll make the wizards fight each other. Haven't got it perfectly set up yet, but we're getting there. It's a work in progress and it's a pain in the ass. So I'm hoping people use it. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for supporting the stream. Everything you spend here goes right back into keeping everything here going. We have we're going to be investing quite a bit over the next little bit. We got to get a bunch of art done for our new campaign. We're hoping to get some more stuff done for this campaign so we can put it on merch and be selling stuff. It's going to be fun. So keep an eye out for all of that. We appreciate you. Get back to work. Wow. Boss is in the house. Boss is in the house. This is how it is. I get it. But Hype Train, Treasure Train, appreciate you guys. All of that aside, I do believe we have a game to continue. So, when last we left off, the party having made their way towards the settlement of Laravos Lake Lumber Mill, the small kind of lumber town that had been established over and around the mill. You guys had discovered one of your former business contacts seemingly executed, and after disposing the body, spent the night, and then continued poking around a little in the morning before making your way off. But not before, of course, Dusty, you saw a familiar and unsettling form kind of swaying and wading its way through the undergrowth of the forest, now freshly melted out of winter. You all poked around the lumber mill itself and encountered a young, perhaps naive, but friendly young man named Gorbin, who Dusty took a bit of a shine to and kind of offered some brief mentorship and guidance to the young ranger recently recruited by the Trudge Hill Trading Company. After a lengthy but peaceful discussion, you all say made a new friend, if not a new ally, and convinced him, with a little bit of help from Coin from Xechas, to take a quick detour up to Fort Mismere to warn your friends and allies of an impending attack from Port Arrington, a nearby rival settlement that had long been in dispute over this lumber mill and is taking it personally that their business was so negatively affected. Hoping to buy yourself time while you make your way to Stormtide Fortress and the prison where your allies are held, he agreed. You compelled him to go on his way, and he made his way north while you continued southward. You stopped off to camp for the night, where you wandered a little too close to a somewhat swampy pool of water underneath, or at the bottom of a tree near the river where you had set up. And Xechas, after investigating and turning to inform the party of what he had found, he was attacked by a creature very canine in nature, seemingly made up entirely of swamp material like undergrowth, moss, mud. A quick bloody battle ensued in which you're all victorious without, taking too many hard licks. And as you all kind of settle from the combat here, Xechas, you look back into the water and you do see slight glints at the bottom of it. What you thought were fish at first, you now realize slightly more metallic in nature, but faded, barely noticeable. What are you all doing? You all stand, bloodied or not, from the battle?
Ow! Grab my fucking shoulder.
All right. Well, have I mentioned I hate fucking swamps?
You've said something
Jeez.
about it before.
How did we encounter the only patch of swamp in a massive forest? Oh, goodness.
True. Jeez, and I'm gonna go over. There's one shark that's just kind of gasping. Just go away.
I forgot about
You're
the
the
fucking...
worst druid. Oh my god. Yeah, I forgot you summoned sharks to fall from the sky and cause bludgeoning damage on a
It's
person.
still my head
It's raining
canon that
sharks.
when you
Hallelujah.
cast summon animals, those animals come from somewhere else. And then when they either die or disappear, they're just shunted back to where they were in perfect health.
I find the
full
happiest
memory of
animals
what
in the
happened.
world. The happiest animals in the world. They have to be happy.
And then Peter about to have a field day.
Before Vicol dispels the sharks, I'm gonna pick one up and slap it around the head with it. You know
You
how much
slap
that
Vicol
fucking
with-
hurt?
You gonna slap Vicol with a shark? Roll me a melee attack with an improvised weapon, so just your strength.
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
Brian, you can.
Dark
They're
attack.
sizable. They're sizable
Like-
things.
I
like
will allow you
unarmed?
to. Yeah, I'd
Like
say.
unarmed?
Yep, just an unarmed. If that just adds your strength, Ryan or Vicol, I will say you can roll me a dexterity saving throw to try and cut off your concentration in time.
Ooh, oh, I love that. There you go. There you go. There it is.
I think you both fail.
Yeah,
It
I'm
just
not.
makes contact and disappears as it makes
Yeah.
Yeah.
contact.
No damage. You managed to cut off the
You just get some shark
concentration
slime on
in
you.
time to not really feel it, but you do catch the faintest brush of like cold, slimy, leathery skin as it fades into nothing, just as it passes by.
I
Next
think
time,
I
give
heard
me
the
a little
shark
bit of
say,
a head-
fuck you.
Next time, give me a little bit of a heads up before you do this shit.
I honestly wanted to make lightning, and then sharks happened. I don't know what my powers are.
I'm gonna go over and help Gustav up as he was engulfed
Bludgeoned by
one of
shark.
those
Yeah, yeah.
things. Yep.
Listen, honestly, Gustav, you're lucky I saw that you got dragged into there. I was about to shoot the damn.
That would have been even fucking worse.
Whoa.
Yeah, that would have hurt, probably.
Well, I don't think there's any more of them. I think we would have, had them jump out by now. I do see some things at the bottom of the water, though, that, they're not moving around. I thought they were fish before, but they look, like metal. I'm going to, go down and have a look.
Right, before you go, let me just try and heal up your shoulder, and I'm gonna cast Prayer of Healing on everyone who's hurt, pretty much.
Oh,
Aw.
And I got 21
Oh,
HP.
baby.
Right back.
Everyone say hi to Chowder for
wow.
anyone who
We
hasn't
get- we
been
all
here
get
before.
Chowder.
This is Chowder.
Yeah?
No, you were up on
Chowder.
rubbing on my legs. You wanted the attention. Now you got
Yes.
the attention.
Much better.
Shit,
Thank you.
21
Love you.
points to my full health bar.
There you go.
Not everyone got hurt. Okay, fine. Next time I just won't fucking heal you, okay?
And
All right. I am going to just. I don't really care about how deep the pond is. I'm just going to take my leather jacket off. Let's place it on the ground, and I'm going to not swim necessarily, but I'm just going to kind of walk into the water and sink.
Easily done. You do not breathe.
Whoa.
Chowder, stop fucking hitting my mouse.
Dusty watches you go into the water and just goes,
Rotate.
nope.
No, you
Just goes, sits on the fucking stuff
you just
again.
go sit.
Like, nope.
Are you gonna get camp ready? I guess in the meantime.
Yeah. So
Okay, you can begin starting a fire. Roll me a survival check just to gather materials and stuff.
I'll
Vicar,
stay
what
here,
are you
make sure
doing?
he doesn't drown.
Right before my head goes under. I don't have to breathe, you idiot.
Oh yeah. Wait, in case something else comes, I'm just gonna stay right here.
He has a big shit-eating grin on his face as he says that. By the way.
I'm gonna drown him.
As you
That's not
descend,
possible.
you you kind of
swallows
make
the
your way.
smallest bit of swamp water.
Yeah,
as he's
it's
speaking.
pretty nasty, but the water is murky, greenish brown, very hard to see through. But you make your way to the bottom.
I am
yes.
gonna grab 3 pebbles and do the magical tinkering to light them all up.
Okay, you cast
smart.
light, and it goes from like dark green and brown to a more bright, slightly illuminated mossy color. You are able
no.
to see more clearly in like terms of how far ahead of you, but the water becomes this sickly kind of pale green color that's almost off-putting to swim through. But you continue making your way down, and at the bottom you do find a substantial pile of leftover carcasses in various forms of either decay, fully cleaned off. You see rusted armor, weapons, and in that pile, every now and again, you're trying to kind of look around. Roll me an investigation check as you kind of try to sift your way through the befouled chunk down here. Chowder, I love you, buddy. You can sleep on the desk. Don't you attack my hand when I'm trying to love you.
I'm underwater. Can I guidance myself?
Mm,
Establish that you can cast it underwater in our campaigns.
are there verbal component? No, I mean, you have, in theory, if you're holding your breath, you can cast one spell.
Yeah.
Because you can save
Okay.
like one air bubble worth of stuff. Is the
Cool, but the
general
difference between that
consensus.
and me is that I can do that and then not die.
Yeah, you just won't die. Your lungs will fill with this
Yeah,
nasty, icky
okay.
swamp water.
You
No, I'm just gonna not breathe anything back in. I'm just gonna let things out.
Fair, valid.
I'll plug my nose as I guidance myself.
No, we don't do that on the desk. Okay, we don't do that. We don't claw the desk mat. Go away.
Oh,
20. Oh my God. 25. Okay.
well done.
As you begin sifting through, you kind of have to use your gloves and kind of push through the muck and the grime, but you do kind of collectively over the course of your search, which will take you probably 15-20 minutes of just steady searching if you're being thorough. You find
So as soon as I find one magical thing, I'm like, oh god, yeah, okay.
Okay, so collectively you find, 1 second, what appears to be a number of adventurers, and sifting through all their gold pouches and everything, you find 135 gold pieces, 45 silver pieces, and 38 copper pieces.
Holy jeez.
You also notice, while most of the gear and bodies down here are severely decayed, there are a few glints and shimmering kind of glances you catch of things that do appear to be more preserved in nature, less affected by the elements, as it were. You get the hint that these may perhaps be magical.
Xechas has a lot in common with the Gobstop workshop right now. He's
Mhm.
just goblining all of them up.
Okay, you grab 4 different things, all of which have not seemed to be decayed by time. You grab a shield that's still pristine, silver and shiny. You grab a set of boots that the leather seems to still be in good condition, whereas the rest of the leather and kind of fabric you see is kind of degraded in the muck down here. You find a silver and gold flask, about yay big, like a standard kind of pocket or belt flask for someone who is keeping a collection of liquor or something on them. And then you find on the last body a strange looking, kind of like shitty looking top hat. Like it looks like it is in very bad shape, but it was in that shape before it came into this situation that you've found it in. Like it has a lot of
Eternally
wear.
shitty top hat.
Yes, like this hat has seen a lot of wear over the years, and at some point, I guess, was enchanted, and it has preserved it in that state ever since. It is kind of like very stereotypical, like British tramp hat, where it's like folds over halfway in the middle, where it's lost its structural integrity.
Is there a tear on the side, but it's like
Yeah,
ripping
there's
open? Like a
yeah,
tear
you
right
can
here
kind of
type
see a
thing?
little bit into there. Yep.
I wonder who's going
absolutely.
to try and claim the top hat.
Who knows?
So you don't see Xechas surface. You just see him walk back out. It might be a bit disconcerting, kind of like Pirates of the Caribbean.
Just out of the
Like Carlos is there, like,
You walk out of the fucking water like
Gonna-
the blue rot zombies did.
I'm gonna drop the rocks, and as I do, they delight.
I like our
Not going
friends.
to believe what I found down there.
Ooh! What?
I'm gonna pull out the just the 135 gold. A whole bunch
How?
of money. There's a bunch of smaller stuff as well, but I feel like we can sort that back at home.
Is that all the money? Is there more money down there?
I'm pretty sure we got it all.
Attaboy, attaboy. Oh, I
There
love
is
you, you
also-
sweet tinker toy.
Thank you, I guess. And there's also these, and I'm just gonna kind of put everything on the ground next to the. I'm assuming there's a campfire going at this point.
Oh yeah, by the time you come out of here, there's a hole.
Actually, Dusty's got the firewood in the little fire like it's ready. He's just sitting there, and when you look over, he goes, "Oh, I was waiting." You know, sparky hands.
With your 24 survival check, by the way, you are able to find enough mostly dry wood in the forest here. It is spring, so it's kind of difficult. You're able to gather what you can, some moss and other flammable bits off the trees, and get like a small-ish fire started. I will say you also find some of the fresh blooming flowers and herbs that you may want to use in like potions and stuff later on. And if you want, you can add 5 silver worth of alchemy materials to your bag as well.
Nice.
Yeah, and you see Xechas kind of toss down these items. Like I said, there is a pristine-looking shield. Oh, there's some moss growth on it, but obviously it hasn't been affected. There are some very nice-looking boots. There's a very pristine-looking flask, and a just god-awful-looking homeless man hat that is somehow perfectly preserved in this state of shittiness, for lack of a better term.
Pass the
Right.
flask to Father Gustav. Figured you'd be most interested in this.
Gustav will take the flask and use identify on it.
Oh fuck.
Nice.
Here I was just going to try and figure out what they were, but
Okay.
if you can do that.
Gustav is prepared.
So from
Boy Scout.
what your identify spell tells you, this is a flask that never empties. It contains some kind of liquid, smells like liquor as you give a smell of it.
I'm gonna take a sip.
Okay. You take a sip, and for a brief moment, there's a burning sensation in your mouth where you taste liquor filling it, like you were expecting. And then that taste, that burn goes away and is replaced by the taste of pristine spring water. Ice cold, fresh from a glacier.
This is not alcohol. I'm gonna take my backpack off, try and empty the flask, and fill it with my own booze. It never empties.
You hold it, and it empties all the way and then stops. About the time you would have expected it to empty. You give it a shake and you still hear some kind of liquid inside, but there's no more coming out.
I'm
Hi,
gonna
Stuart.
refill it with my- I'm gonna refill it with my own booze.
Okay. As you try to pour your booze in, it overflows immediately, like it's already full.
God damn it! Well,
Back
I
to
still
jail.
have spring water then.
Back to jail.
And then I'm gonna use identify and all the other items as well.
Okay.
Yay!
Casting ritual for each of them.
Identify. It's true touch.
Okay.
But
So the
it's
hat.
not minutes per item because
no.
you can ritual cast it to not use a spell slot.
Stop. I can't do that. I don't think I have it as a ritual.
It's a ritual spell for everyone, I believe. As long as you have it, you can cast it ritually, unless I'm mistaken.
Yeah.
As long as
but
it says there's an R next to it.
Yeah, there should be a little R and like a triangle or something on it. If you... Huh.
It'll show up in your sheet.
Huh.
It's instantaneous.
It's an instantaneous 1 minute casting. Either way, it'll take 4 minutes. Not a big deal. Going just through the list, going on to the hat. Next, this appears to be some kind of enchanted hat that holds a number of charges, and once attuned to it, you can use an action to summon a bat, frog, or a rat from it. It appears magically in the hat, but is not under your control. It disappears after an hour or when it drops to 0 hit points. Regains all charges at dawn.
You're coming home with me.
Yeah, you put your alcohol back, right, Gustav?
Oh my fucking.
Yeah,
After
I did.
giving
Yeah,
up?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Sounds good. Yep, that's the hat. Moving on, the boots. While you're wearing these boots, your speed becomes 30 feet unless your speed is higher, and your speed is not reduced by your carrying weight in excess of carrying capacity or by wearing heavy armor. On each of your turns, you can jump up to 30 feet by spending only 10 feet of movement. Also takes attunement. The hat also takes attunement. The flask does not. And then the shield seems to be a very simple enchantment on the shield. While you're attuned to and holding this shield, you have resistance to damage from attacks made from ranged weapons.
Would you like the boots, Dusty?
I
I
mean,
feel like they could
yeah,
serve you quite well.
yeah, I can take him. Sure. He looks him over. Then he looks down at his really torn up and
Really shitty looking
Dirty.
ranger boots.
Stop it.
yeah, that's probably. Yeah.
All right.
I think I found the hat. Is it the hat of vermin?
Yes.
Amazing.
I'll
What's
just
the
send.
last
Boots
call?
are striding.
I will send them to you after the game once I've made up the homebrew sheets for
Yep.
them. I just had the names down.
Oh, hat of vermin.
Hat of vermin, yes. Do. Okay. Are you all putting on and attuning to your items around the fire tonight? What's the plan?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I'm a very proper gentleman.
You all gain the benefits as I had mentioned. Who's taking what again? Boots are going to...
To me. I already added the boots are striding and springing.
Okay. Flask is going to
Yeah.
Gustav. Hat of vermin is going to... Like Carl.
Yeah, boy.
And the shield of ranged
Shield
resistance. It's a homebrew thing. It just gives you ranged
cool.
resistance. So you can just take a shield and add ranged resistance to it for now if you want. Or just add
Cool.
that to your resistances.
I'm also gonna over an hour change one of my infusions from my armor to that shield.
Okay.
And turn it into a repulsion shield as well.
Okay, very cool. How's that work exactly? It just reflects damage back to the people who shoot at you?
No. So if I take, it's a different purpose. If I take a melee attack, I can use my reaction to shove them. Up to
Yes,
5
got
feet
it.
away.
Sorry, I never really used the shields with my artificer.
My
Phone
camera is
call for
calling.
you. Your camera's calling you. Unfortunate. That's okay. All right. So
Sorry about that.
you're all good. As you all sit around getting used to your items and kind of spending time attuning to it, you can all attune to that. I'll have to add it all to your sheets, but just remember for now you all have those items attuned. You know, settle in around the fire. The rest of the evening seems calm. As far as you can tell, this is a safe place to set up camp now that you have dispatched the creatures living in the bog nearby and You can get your tent set up and figure out who's going to be taking watch. Who's going to lead.
Yeah, I'll take first watch.
Okay. Is there any conversations you'd like to have before bed?
Yeah. So, couple things Dusty do, but if somebody wants to do something else first, feel free. Sick. So first, he wants to use Primeval Awareness. He's gonna spend a spell slot on it, as he kind of just sits next to a tree, holding the necklace. I can detect, because we're a decent bit away from. We're definitely over a few miles away from the altar to Thernethal, correct?
Oh yeah, by now you guys have... Okay, I guess we can switch back to the world map now. You guys would be... There we go. The shrine of Thernethal was like above where the F is in forest there. You guys are down probably around here by the A at this point, or somewhere in the OF. Yes, you're in the OF. I remember we made that joke last stream.
That's me then.
So yeah, by now, but I'd say like half a day's travel on foot.
So
Less
thinking
going
that
downriver.
we're far enough away that he's not gonna pick it up on his awareness, but he does want to keep his eye out for more draconic things, since that has kind of been the thing he's been looking for as of late. Primeval Awareness, while in my favored terrain, which this is a forest, which I believe it is, up to 6 miles away from me, I can detect whether or not there are aberrations, celestial dragons, elementals, fays, fiends, or undead in 6 miles. I don't get their location or their number, but I can detect if there are some.
Okay, Chris, or someone who's good at math and converting American units.
Wait,
How many
sorry,
feet?
what was the
How
unit
many
that you
feet
needed?
are in 6 miles? Because I'm only used to flying in planes. We're going to be at a height of 30,000 feet.
31,680 feet.
You do, in fact, get a little ping. Just right on the cusp, somewhere very, very far away from you. As far as you can possibly imagine. Just barely noticeable. Something
Do you need to know
draconic.
which of those it is?
Yeah.
a
So I
dragon.
know, I learn whether or
Oh.
not what.
You cut out.
I learn what type they are and if there's multiple different types. Suppose that would tell. Like, I'm pretty sure if the whatever the fuck's the needle blights had come down this way and are within 6 miles, I would pick up Fae, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I just learned that.
So can you pick up multiple? So yes, you would also
Yeah, I
pick
learned
up,
about all of those types.
you would also
that are-
pick up Fae and be aware of that being also on the cusp of your range, but feeling a little closer than the dragon or the draconic
Any-
presence you're sensing.
Aberrations or
Mm.
celestials?
Not currently.
You
Word.
would sense me as an undead.
Undead,
technically.
Yeah.
Technically, yes.
Yeah.
At this point, you just block out Xechas unless you specify otherwise. If
Okay.
you're looking for Xechas, it's a valuable tool to have, for sure.
Because he doesn't learn the location exact. He knows it's close to the edge. On his own map, he's gonna kind of pinpoint where he is, and then draw, based off of his like metric of the map itself, draw a 6 mile circle around with the cartographer's tools of
Mhm.
this area.
Yeah, it doesn't give you like any directions whatsoever, just that it's in that
No.
range.
No
Okay.
different.
Somewhere
and
within
then-
6 miles of this point, there is a dragon and some fae. Lots of fae.
What are you,
Big fae
what are you
presence.
mocking there?
While I was sitting here, I was, I guess, just channeling, kind of, getting a feel for the place with nature and whatnot. I've been able to do it, I just haven't really had the need so far, but I was kind of detecting what kind of things are in the area. Mostly, there's Fae, obviously, with the needle things around us. You mark as undead, but I mean, you're always around, so you know.
Our favorite zombie.
But there was a draconic
Sentient
presence.
Zombies don't think for themselves. It's not flesh.
Oh,
Wait, what?
right.
There was a draconic presence somewhere within like 6 miles of us here. I just marked a circle on the map so we can maybe check this place down the line.
Oh,
A living
Oh.
draconic presence. How interesting.
I guess it doesn't have to be living. It could just be some kind of shrine or altar, perhaps.
maybe another one of those shrines.
That's what I was thinking. That's what I was trying to look out for it, but unfortunately, I don't really know exactly where it is. Mostly just have an idea that it's within decent radius of us here. Hence why I drew the circle. He turns the map around and it's like a perfectly circled thing.
Sorry, I'm laughing at the name of Kieran's item.
Oh, God.
Well, that's very interesting. Something to consider for the future then.
Yeah, I was
If
going
there's
to
anything extra on those
see
sheets,
that on there.
you guys don't know that stuff IRL, just so you're aware. Or in
Okay.
character. Trusting you to be
I haven't even
dramatically
looked yet.
good. Don't.
Okay.
Don't.
Yeah.
Things will happen at dramatically appropriate times.
He says that, and he's like, all right, well, it's good to know that I can do that, right? I was planning on doing it as soon as we got past Theranethal's place, just so we had a better idea of what was around. You know, we're in a uncharted territory for ourselves.
True. No, that's good that you can do that. And honestly, I think we need to remember that dragon presence for sure.
I haven't marked. It'll be a lot of searching. I mean, it's a big radius of a spot from around here, but
Good to keep in the back of our minds.
True. And I can make it rain animals. Could
It was
do
rather
a big
impressive.
search.
You made mincemeat of that one creature.
It's crazy. I gotta remember that one. It was like lightning, but didn't feel the same. I'll try to remember that feeling.
so
Magic
you
for me
perhaps
is
do
all
it with-
feelings.
Could you perhaps do it with things like, maybe bears or mountain lions? Things that, could continue attacking afterwards?
Fun idea. Yes. Interesting.
or
Good thoughts.
here's crazy because these could technically keep attacking after, but it'd be. Sorry, I'm letting myself get real whimsical here.
No, I
Ignore
really
me,
like
ignore me.
your
It's fine.
whimsy.
Listen, I just wanted to see crabs rain on somebody because it'd be really funny to watch them pinch. All right,
I'm filing that down in my brain. Thank you.
it'd be real funny.
Alright,
Alright.
well,
Crabs.
Gustav, if you want to take the first watch, I can take the second watch.
I'll wake you when the watch is done. No problem.
If you could, Gustav, if you see my nose start bleeding and everything, just wait. I guess. Well,
When your nose starts bleeding, sorry. What are your plans tonight?
I gotta go talk to Violet. I haven't had Violet out in like 3 days. It's gonna be pissed.
Get away from
Granted.
camp.
All right, fine. Just if I start dying, make sure I don't die. All right.
I'll try to remember that. Just tell Violet that we are not to blame. It's all your fault, right?
To be fair, she's the one that said she's got it in the bag and then wanted to be put in the thing so she could try to get Renadurak to, talk, give her feelings
out.
or whatever.
I'm wondering if she's gonna feel the same after 3 days in there, though. But
Oh no, she's gonna be so annoyed.
you know what? And I'm just gonna create food and water and create something with a lot of meat. bribe her with this.
I'm so sorry. I love y'all's magic. He says very sarcastically. I love y'all's magic so much. I cannot take that into the fucking thing with me.
Oh, I thought you were gonna get her out. Okay, I misunderstood.
She'll come out
So
after.
now there's
You know
just a
what?
big
If it
fucking pile
lasts
of meat there.
If it lasts there, if it stays there, she might be able to come out and eat it then. I don't know how long.
It's gonna remain. It's gonna be. It's enough for 24 hours, and then I don't fucking know.
God. Damn.
There.
5 ounces of food? Dear God.
My word.
Like I said, we won't
And
starve.
30 gallons?
You guys are about to have so much Gatorade, dude.
That's 120 liters.
I like to picture like
Oh,
the
yeah.
big sports Gatorade thing just appears. The one they dump on people after
Yeah, the
games.
big
It's
orange
got the
thing.
little sippy thing. You press the button and the little drink comes out. The fucking water boy shows up for you guys.
Except it's just a keg. A wooden
Yep.
keg.
That's true.
Yeah.
Gustav has a drinking problem. That's true. That's true. That's true.
I do not have a problem with my drink.
Not anymore. You don't.
He drinks. He falls down, no problem.
The real Nancy Reagan. Hello. I saw you follow many weeks ago, and we commented on
that
how
was funny.
cool that username was.
And the timing
Welcome.
was great
by
because I
the
was talking
stream.
about how my gay coworker named his Roomba Nancy Reagan the Throat Goat.
That's true. That lined up perfectly,
Yeah.
bro.
It was amazing.
Amazing.
Yeah,
Truly
we don't
incredible.
exactly love Nancy, but you know, we don't hate her either. She existed.
And was the throat goat, apparently.
I just think she hated the gays because she hadn't met me yet.
There you go. She was just waiting.
Yeah.
She just needed
Just
her gay
waiting.
bestie to show up.
Born
and
at the
give her some
wrong time,
fucking fashion
Nancy.
sense.
Right place, wrong time, Nancy.
Love you, Kieran. Okay. So, Kieran or Gustav, go ahead and roll me a perception check while you take watch, while you see Dusty kind of go sit back up against a tree near the fire. Yes, Xechas.
I'm gonna cast Alarm around our camp as well.
Very reasonable. Okay.
Just around like the fire in the tent area.
Yeah, easily done. You guys prepare for your rest. Gustav with the 21. Okay. You keep a pretty good watch. We'll get to that. Dusty, what are you doing? What does this look like?
Yeah, Dusty just similar ghost sits. I don't think he really moved. I think he just kind of looked up from casting Primeval Awareness, and then started talking.
Mm-hmm.
And then he just kind of focuses his head back down. And then he's gonna grab the necklace again and say shelter. Focus specifically on what he can feel of Violet's presence, because he's not sure what part she's in.
Currently. Okay, fair enough. You focus hard. I'll say roll me a wisdom saving throw. You feel resistance that you would not have noted before. Okay, you do manage to save enough to get in, but you do take a little bit of psychic damage from it. You take 6 points of psychic damage. So Gustav, as you're sitting there watching, you watch Dusty immediately close his eyes, go shelter, and get pulled into this amulet. Like you see a flash, and you see this kind of essence leave him and go into the amulet around his neck, and he's kind of just comatose sitting there. And about 2 seconds after that, just a little trickle of blood starts running down from the nose and into his kind of fangs as he's gritting his teeth. You can tell he is clearly uncomfortable, but he kind of shakes it off pretty quick, and there's just this trickle of blood that remains there. Dusty, as you focus and force your will to just barely make it through, you open your eyes and you find yourself in a beautiful summer field. Just a meadow of grass as far as the eye can see, with the occasional tree kind of poking up, providing little bits of shade. And you see Violet kind of prowling through the grass ahead of you. Like she's hunting.
Dusty's gonna crouch down, get real low, and creep up to Violet as best he can, and just tap her.
Roll me a
Without
stealth
saying
check.
a single word.
Roll me a stealth check, and then roll me a perception check for Violet. So wisdom for her. With disadvantage, because she is very focused right now.
In response, she turns around and slashes Dusty.
Still 23.
Wow.
Just
Damn.
give Fusrodod.
The 25 was a nat 20. If your perception is +5 and you rolled a 25, am I crazy?
It's 23 because the disadvantage.
Oh, okay, that's true. Oh, I was so excited. for a second. Either way, as you begin kind of crouched through the small grass, I don't know why I pretended you were holding your gun when you obviously would not be in this situation. You just kind of...
It's my chance. It's time to get her.
Stealthing. You're making your way over to her. And as you're like about a foot away, you just hear her. If you're going to make all that noise, at least get your gun out so you can shoot this thing. I haven't eaten in 3 days. And she kind
What
of
if I-
wiggles her tail like she's getting ready to pounce. Roll me a perception check for you.
As he's doing that, he's just gonna whisper, "What if I told you there's like 45 pounds of meat outside of here waiting for you?"
I think it's like something I have to do. Or we have to do. I don't know. Hello, welcome in, baby Malo. Appreciate you coming by.
All right, he's gonna draw the pistol on us.
You
Okay.
look around now, kind of training your vision where you see Violet's looking and standing in this tall grass. Noticeable now, that wasn't quite as noticeable before, is this kind of small albino-ish looking deer. Just pale white, not an ounce of color anywhere on the fur. The eyes, pretty typical, but there's a faint kind of silvery shimmer to them if you look at them long enough, and you see it kind of just casually grazing in the grass. It's far enough away at this point, like she is probably 60 to 80 feet away based on this distance, so you're not in visual range of her at all. You can tell Violet's waiting for her opportunity to approach a little bit.
Why do we gotta get this thing?
I don't know. You put me in here, so I came in here, and I was like, I'm hungry. I want something to eat, so I looked around, and this was the first and only thing I've seen. And I'm really hungry. And I feel like this is a test, or a trial, or something. She kind of wiggles again, like a cat getting ready to begin her pounce. Are you going to help me? Or are you going to keep talking?
I'm already pointing the gun. I'm waiting on you. He's got the gun aimed at the deer.
Okay, and you watch as Violet kind of finishes cocking the body for pouncing, and she just takes off dead sprint as fast as she can, half flying, kind of pouncing off of rocks as she's doing so. Go ahead and roll me a for Violet, go ahead and roll me an attack roll at disadvantage. You could have sworn that she was sneaking up on this thing, and then she jumps off the last rock and kind of spreads her wings to begin this final pounce. You definitely, 100%. As you're kind of watching this unfold, you're readying yourself to shoot. Violet pounces, and you watch as this creature's eye kind of shimmers brightly, and you see where there's just this faint sheen to the eye. There's now this almost galaxy of churning silver specks and colors, and you watch as Violet pounces through the air and flies and just passes straight through the deer as it turns into just a faint mist and disappears entirely. She lands. She's like, "Come on!" She's swinging around. Her tail's kind of thrashing. She pounces on the grass where it was, and she's like trying to stamp down onto it. And then about 100 feet to the west, or what you think is the west based on the sunset you're seeing, you see just the mist kind of form back into this creature.
Dusty's gonna look at her over there, throwing a tantrum at this non-existent
Why?
Look
she
towards
sees it.
the
She
deer that
immediately recocks herself to bounce at it
Dusty's
again.
gonna just look at her and then aim the musket, put the pistol up, grab the musket off his shoulder, aim it at the deer, and fire at this thing. He's just like, fuck it, I'm doing it now.
Okay. You fire. You swear you have that shot lined up perfectly. Will you chill, my dude? No, you're not gonna ruin the Jones soda bottle, bro. No. Cat.
Jill.
Cat. Okay, can you go up here and like sleep like you normally do? Good boy. Okay. There we are. So, you line up your shot, you fire, and you swear you see that tiny speck of just lead beelining, straight line right towards this creature's heart. And then when it gets to within about 2 meters, I'd say, 10 feet or so, somewhere between 6 and 10 feet, it just turns into a cloud, vanishes into mist.
He's gonna look back
Violet
towards
walks over
Violet.
to you like, "Do you get it now?"
Well, you know what I get, actually? You know what I understand? This is a you, bro. That's what because I did great. I did phenomenal, right? So it's wanting you to do something.
Yeah, but I don't know what it wants me to do.
All right, well, let's get you some food, and then we'll figure it out. Have you
I can't
heard
think when
anything
No, I can't think when I'm hungry. So hungry.
Okay, we'll get you food, and
Snickers.
then we'll talk about whether or not Theron Ethel has spoke to you at all since you've been back, or
You know, he just keeps
anything
saying
else.
cryptic shit like the lady has her ways and stuff. I'm hungry. Can we
Okay.
go? Can we go
He's
out
gonna
here,
grab,
please?
put his hand on her, and just say shelter again.
Okay.
Before when Gustav sees that there is blood coming out, he's just gonna walk to one of the barrels of water, just fill a tankard or something, whatever he has on it. Splashes it in his face, wipes a little bit, and goes back to his watch.
Okay. Dusty, you come to as cold water is splashed right into your face as you wake up
Oh,
at the
what the
exact
Fuck.
time you finished your conversation with Violet, and you see Violet appear on the ground next to you as there's a brief flash of purple. However, the last thing you see before you go, and you swear you saw it, that deer just kind of looks back towards the two of you and just cocks her head kind of quizzically at you and raises one eyebrow. Almost sarcastic, yeah, exactly like Chris just did. And that's the last thing you see before you return to the material plane. Violet appears and sees all the food and everything and immediately just pounces on the nearest pile of any kind of meat that she can find. Doesn't matter if it is steak, pork,
Doesn't
chicken,
matter.
doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Dusty just,
What's up, Hell's Court? Welcome in.
okay. And then he motions to the handkerchief he put out specifically to wipe his face on his chest. He's like pointing it, it's like hanging out of his pocket. Really? Really?
Oh, I thought that was for your food when you were gonna eat. Oh, my bad. Let's just give him a little smirk.
You know what? That's why your flask. That's why your flask did that to you. You earned that.
That's fair, but I still got my own bottles.
That's a sign from someone. I don't think it'd be from your god. Your god seems to be all about drinking.
I'm not sure if he was a big drinker. I kind of did that to myself.
You're telling me
he's
you
not
don't
complaining.
worship the god of drinking? I feel like that's what I thought you worship. Fortunate.
No, it's the god of protection. Pretty sure he's not an alcoholic.
It could be.
You never know. You never know with these godly types.
Anyway,
Odin
Alright.
drank.
Food.
Yeah.
Yeah, Violet's just like digging in, not even hesitating at all, making a huge
Yeah.
mess of it.
Don't worry, Violet. At least somebody thought of food for you.
I'm so hungry. Just
listen.
devouring entire plates of food.
Normally, it's not an issue. Normally, she goes in there, she sits with Aaron Ethel, and then, comes back out perfectly fine.
That's
A
true.
little shell-shocked.
That's true. I've been in there for like a few days and never felt hungry. Now, that's why I'm saying it's a test. It was a game. You can tell Violet's going like
She's got red string on the wall.
this got in her head. Like, yeah, she's
Tinfoil
trying
hat
to
on her head.
trying to figure out how to catch this stupid deer for 3 days, and it's just been playing games with her.
Like,
Yeah.
honestly, I know it's got to be some kind of test. Although, how I said that I think it was for you, maybe not fully true, because she definitely she looked at me.
Right? I swear, she looks at me and she like smiles. Oh God. Fucking
Yeah.
pain in my ass. I'm just eating
We'll
away.
figure that out later.
Yeah,
Sure,
I'm
we
gonna
have
eat
plenty of
for
nights of
a
travel.
few hours. You go to bed. I'll be in a bit.
We're far enough away that you should be able to roam free for now.
Gustav will take the lid out of one of the barrels.
Hmm.
There's water here as well, Violet.
It's fine. Don't need it. Just hungry.
Fair enough.
And she just eats until she passes out next to the food. And you go to bed?
Yep.
Okay. Kieran, as you're sitting there, finishing your watch after bed, or after Dusty goes to bed, you occasionally, just on the wind, catch these glimpses, or not glimpses, these just sounds of creaking wood, the sound of a moaning corpse. You've dealt with undead before. You know how to recognize them when you hear them. Just every now and again, you catch just the sound of it on the wind. Something's wandering around these woods, and the thing that surprises you, it's not just coming from one spot. It's from all around your camp, but it all seems to be heading the same direction. Eventually the sounds fade towards the end of your watch, and they all fade off in the same way. JT, you have advantage from Hell's Court. And
When
Soph
I
has
wake-
advantage from or Ryan has advantage from Soph.
When I wake Zayas, I will inform him about the moans on the wind, that they were getting away. Just something to be aware of.
That's not spooky at all.
No.
Alright.
Also, the pilot is back, in case you haven't noticed, so food supply is a little bit less now, but there should still be plenty, even though you don't really eat.
I'm sure we'll be alright. Get some rest.
I will. Good luck with your watch. If there's anything wrong, I'll be inside the tent on the left.
Okay.
Very good.
Gustav, you make your way into tent to get ready for before bed. If there's anything you'd like to do, let me know. Zehas, roll me a perception check, please.
I'm gonna do the same thing that I did the previous night and have Smith do my watch for
While
me,
you
essentially.
do your enchanting
work
work.
on my goggles, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna guidance him as well.
Mm-hmm.
If he fucking needs it. I'm also
Um,
going to Flash of Genius him. bring it to.
Or dude, I'll let
10,
you know when
and then
we're all
I'm-
finished up. Hell yeah. Love good news from Hellscorp.
Can I use knowledge from a past life on things? Nope. Yeah, that'll
Okay.
be a 10.
Before Gustav heads to bed, did you summon Smith when I was still there?
I mean, he came out of my bag of holding like as you were walking away, I guess.
Before I head into the tent, I'm just gonna cast Eyes of Night on both Zayas and Smith.
Oh.
There you go. You can see 300 feet. Smith already
Crazy.
had. I assumed Smith already had dark vision as a robot, so I didn't take that into account.
Yes.
But his dark vision also goes 300 feet. Still fails the perception check, but he just kind of just goes past, like in a 30-foot.
Zayas is kind of just as you do. He's like, oh, kind of like. He just looked at the sun for a sec. I'm going to have to get used to that, with these that I'm working on.
You spend your 4 hours doing your enchanting work for the day. That is day 3 of, what was it? We said 16, I believe it was. I'll go back and check the VOD and double check, but yeah, I believe it was 16. So day 2 of 16 of trying to make this magical item. You are able to do your work. Gustav, as you settle into bed and prepare yourself, you open your bottle of booze for your customary before bed drink, and you have a swig of Father Gustav's special. And you take a moment to sniff and appreciate the fine handiwork of your own creation. And as you press the bottle to the lips and take it back to drink, you feel, again, that kind of tingling burn of liquor hitting your lips, and then it fades and turns yet again into the most refreshing spring water you have ever tasted. And you have been
Even my own-
cursed. Mm-hmm.
Oh, motherfucker.
You have been cursed by... You have been cursed by the flask of sobriety. Any alcoholic beverage you try to drink while under this curse will turn to water.
God damn it.
You don't necessarily know it's a curse, but at this moment you begin to feel there's something very wrong, and you begin to have your suspicions about why a group of adventurers with so much magic gear were defeated by those creatures that went down pretty easily. And as you have that one horrifying thought before bed, that is where we will take our break for today, as Father Gustav gets
Hilarious.
to sleep with the consequences of his actions. We'll be back in 10 minutes, everybody. Do not go anywhere. We will see you soon. We're going to run a quick ad, so if you need to pee, grab a drink of water, do your thing. But we will be back, and we'll see you in a bit. Catch you soon. All right, we're back. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Hope you had a good break. I know I did. I am excited to see where today is going to take us, because the evening ended with some interesting events. Father Gustav, I will say, before you go to bed, is there anything else you do after discovering, the plight you currently find yourself in, before we jump ahead to the morning? And are you able to sleep without your pre-bed routine?
Well, probably not.
Okay.
Once I figure out that even with my normal bottles that I made myself, which I'm sure contain fucking alcohol, it's not working. You see me.
The fucking
no.
delirium tremens.
Yeah.
For this having alcohol withdrawals.
You're legit going to. Like, that is a thing that's going to happen. As far as you could tell, this was likely made by someone who was trying to stop drinking and enchanted this item for that exact purpose, and it happened to go somewhat astray and affect all liquor. But yeah, roll me a Constitution saving throw as you try to grit your teeth through the cold sweats. Okay.
11.
You take 1 point of exhaustion as you are unable to sleep through the night. So go ahead and add a point of exhaustion to your character sheet as we move on that one. You do kind of like get a few hours throughout the night just managing to close your eyes for like 20 minutes here, 15 minutes there, but you always find yourself waking, shaking ever so slightly, and just sweating a little bit. And you worry that this is only going to get worse with time. But the morning finally comes, the little bit of sunlight gracing you through the slit in the door of the tent. Xechas, you finish your enchanting work, and Smith returns to yourself, though he does not report any unusual activity like Gustav did. And you all awaken the following morning.
Alarm
I
never
will
went
say,
off in the night as well.
You all attune to your items before bed. Yes?
Yeah.
Okay. So, the shield you can take on and off and hang on your back. It will always be there, and the curse will always be affecting you whether you're wearing it or not. Keep that in mind. However, the boots and the hat, you didn't think about it as you fell asleep in your clothes for the night, but as you kind of wake up, Carl, you notice the hat is still perfectly in the position that it was on when you were wearing it and attuning to it. It has not moved in the slightest. And as you kind of begin to try to push it off, it does not move. It does not move in the slightest. It is stuck fast to your head. Same with you.
That's good.
Dusty, as you kind of get up and stretch, you go to loosen your boots to kind of let your foot, your feet, my foots, your feet, kind of just stretch for a little bit. You didn't realize you'd fallen asleep mostly in your leather armor. You kind of try to take your boots off and find, very much like Vicarl, who is currently fighting with his hat, your boots are affixed to your feet.
What the fuck? What? Hey!
Remember how you said you liked magic earlier?
Oh my fucking god, I fucking hate magic.
Yeah, I'm starting to not like it myself too. I like the hat though. This could have been worse.
It looks really good on you, Xechas. You hear commotion from inside the tent.
I'll get up and start walking over. What's going on? Is everything?
You hear Dusty
all right?
just, Xechas, what the fuck are you trying to pull over here, man?
What? I've not the slightest what you're talking about.
It's a funny joke. We get it. We can't take the clothes off, but can you remove whatever you did to him?
You can't. What are you talking about?
Oh, he didn't do this. Oh, good. These were baked in, honey.
Funny thing you notice, while you cannot pull it off your head, you can kind of move it around so you can put it at different angles, just for the sake of, customization purposes. I don't want to lock you into anything permanent there.
It's like a fucking plunger.
Like, it slides over your bald ass head.
Now I'm doing this, and it's just kind of going.
You are perfectly bald.
Oh my God.
And you do, for the first time, as he's kind of shaking his head around from where the break in the hat is, where it kind of corks off to the side, you just see a pair of two kind of feral-looking eyes looking out at you from time to time from in the hat.
What is under that?
There's something in there.
Something in. I reach in, and I just pull out a bat.
Okay. Need to pull up. Yeah, as you're holding it, you're like, I need a bat sheet.
An angry bat.
You pull out a
very small. It's fuzzy, but it's like dripping with like ichor, and it's.
I need immediate attack.
And it just feral starts going for your hand. 17, and I'm gonna give it advantage because it was a surprise. 17 to hit you.
Yep.
Is the highest it gets. You take 1 point of piercing damage, and
Son
it
of a
begins
bitch!
flapping its wings desperately as you kind of let it go and panic for a second. Roll me D4. If it's a 1, it's going at Dusty. If it's a 2, it's going at Gustav, and a 3, it's going at Vicarl. On a 4, it flies away.
Hoop 1.
Dusty, as you're watching this happen, the bat flies straight at your face and is flapping its wings
I
and
think
pummeling.
this thing goes. he sees him pull the fucking bat out, draws his gun to aim at the bat, and immediately as he draws his gun, just fucking
Okay.
starts Michael Jackson dancing.
Yes. You pull out your gun and you start dancing. You break out into
What
the
the
most
fuck
ferocious
is
dance you've ever done. Your aim is perfectly steady. It's like your pistol's on a gimbal while the rest of your body is moving around. Your pistol stays perfectly steady. And you feel
Well,
very stylish in
Best
your...
cursed item of all time.
Honestly.
I'm just fucking Dante from Devil May Cry now.
Oh no.
At
And
this
as
moment in time, you see Gustav come out the tent, sweating, pale. Can you guys keep it the fuck down?
you watch as Fight Girls are harassed by a bat, and then the bat flies at Dusty, who's trying to steady his aim while dancing in the dirt here. And I will say, because of the surprising dance, you're not able to shoot it before it hits you in the face and just starts pummeling you with its wing. It was a 14 to hit.
I don't.
Yeah, especially with your +2 to your AC, and as you're dancing, like the bat comes and you just like sink your head down into your body kind of weirdly like a cat, and then pop it back up as the bat goes right over it. And the bat flies off into the night, just disappears, or into the morning, just vanishes into the darkness of the forest.
Cool!
Your dancing
As the bat
subsides.
leaves, my dance stops. What the fuck
Actually-
is happening?
Fun fact. Oh, you didn't fire your gun. Never mind, you're good.
Yep. No, I was waiting for it.
Yep, me too. You're good.
Oh. Oh, this has implications. This could be useful. I could make use of this. This is not a curse in any way.
Useful, it assaulted us.
And it could assault our enemies. Imagine, we're in a small room. We're being interrogated. We're surrounded. All of a sudden, bats!
What if it only attacks you first, though?
That's pretty distracting.
You've got a point.
What if it
Right.
only attacks you and me, specifically?
We start screaming. Xechas slips out, turns and makes a thing, and says, listen, all the pieces aren't there. I've got the nuts and bolts. One of the nuts is this hat.
Okay, also, why the fuck did I start dancing as soon as I pulled my gun out?
I thought you were
Someone
just very
explain
excited.
this to me.
I thought those were some bomb-ass moves, honey.
You should
I-
try it again. See if you need a target for it to happen. I don't know. Aim at a tree.
I just pulled
Or
my gun
I
out
reach in
normally.
and pull out a bat.
Oh no.
Another bat. Okay. This one also attacks you again, by Kuro.
Yep.
16 to hit you. You take one more point
Yeah.
of piercing damage as you and let go of the bat
Son
one
of
more
a
time.
bitch.
Roll me a d4. Same rules.
Is
Is it one piercing every
One.
time?
Dusty, it flies straight at your face. You
Go,
pull out
honey, go!
pull your pistol out, and immediately, same thing. Start dancing. You start doing like the Elvis funky leg shit. As you're just standing there with your gun out. You do have a chance to shoot it, though. You were prepared.
I'm just
this
doing
time.
the fucking floss, but my gun's pointed at him. And then, you know, just for the fun of it,
It's a bat. It has an AC of 12. But fun fact, as you raise your pistol, you go, you aim, you focus, you fire. And you watch again as this tiny black speck moves through the air at almost imperceptible speed. And as it does, it immediately starts curving away from the target and straight towards
you
Xechas.
just watch Dusty's eyes get huge as he watches.
Roll me. I do believe reflect. Just roll me an attack against Xechas's AC, please. 20.
26.
Yeah, that fucking hits.
Xechas, as you're watching all of this unfold, taking a minute to laugh ever so slightly at the bat situation, you hear the gun go off, and you expect to see the bat turned into nothing because Dusty's a fine shot, and then the bat doesn't react,
And he's
you
not
fe-
even aiming at me.
and you feel a sting kind of down from where your kidney should be, and you look, and there's just like a trickle of a little bit of like semi-congealed blood and oil just begin trickling out of a bullet wound from Dusty's pistol.
Dusty just aimed at the bat, looking over, dancing still. Going.
The
What?
bat finishes
Huh?
flying away and flies off into the woods
No.
as well. Dancing stops.
I don't know how
The hell?
you just shot me.
What is going
I
on?
also don't know how. I don't get it. Also, I imagine that gunshot absolutely just fucked up Gustav's entire morning.
Oh yeah. Gustav, roll me a Constitution saving throw. Constitute.
I can only
I spoke
imagine,
really weird
and,
there.
He said, "Can you keep
I'm
it
gonna-
down?" And I fired a gun, bro.
The bats aren't exactly quiet either.
Your head is
You get
just
tinnitus.
racked by pain for a second, and you just almost throw up. You do not, however, but you're just like in pain. You're hunched over, holding your ears. The sweats are cold. They have not faded. You are unable to drink anything, and every noise someone makes is like nails in your eardrum.
Terrible.
I've never felt so bad in my fucking life, and you guys are definitely not helping me.
Gustav
Oh,
looks
no.
like shit, guys. Like awful.
What's going on with you? And I'm gonna try and take my shield, and I'm gonna try and I have a hunch here. I'm gonna try and drop it.
Well, I got this flask yesterday. First, it smelled like good liquor. When I tasted it, it was fucking water. So last night, I wanted to have my, just before sleep, little sip of alcohol to help me get asleep. And it didn't taste like alcohol. So I'm in a foul fucking mood.
Xechas, as you take off the shield and drop it, it hits the ground and immediately right back onto your back.
Ha
Can you
I have-
throw that like a weapon?
I don't know.
The eyebrow goes up.
I'm gonna take the shield, and I'm gonna attempt to Captain America it at a tree.
Okay, so fun
They also has
thing.
experience with
happens.
crafted magical items, not cursed magical
You
items.
step forward and you throw the shield, and it flies for a second, and then you realize it didn't snap back to your back because it wanted to. It did so because you are cursed for it to do so, and it stops 15 feet away from you and at a very dangerous speed flies back at you at full speed like a ranged attack. Make me a ranged attack. Just dexterity. No proficiency. 22.
hit.
It flies back and hits right into the gut and bullet wound. We'll say you take a d6 of damage. I will roll. You take 6 points of bludgeoning damage as this fucking shield just right back
Half
into you.
because it's ranged attack.
Half because it's ranged.
Nice.
So was the damage from Dusty, I would add. So you only take 3 points
I
from
have
yourself.
That one too.
Yep.
Oh my God.
And you just keel over as you're kind of holding it.
That didn't hurt as much as it should have. What the fuck is going on?
I think all of these might be all tricky things that we all found today. I think.
Just pulls the hat over the bald head to a different angle.
Guys,
Big fan. This is
Ah.
funny.
fucking hate swamps and magic.
I gotta hope we find more silly things in the next pond we come across. This is great.
No, no, please, no, please.
This is the most cursed items I've ever given out in a single campaign. I just want you to know.
Big
We've
fan.
Past Mantuka's numbers from the last campaign.
Thank you, God.
Track, attacks. Oh goodness. I hope it doesn't work with all attacks. Somebody
we'll
swing
see.
a sword at not me while I'm standing more than 5 feet away.
Got it. And I'm just gonna punch it to the air next to him.
Nothing happens. Punch.
Hooray!
Hits the air.
Zeus is like, ah!
Nothing hits you.
All right. Not punches.
Decent sign.
All of these items appear to be useful in some way. They were seemingly purpose designed.
Yeah.
Something just went wrong in the enchantment.
I can pull bats out of my hat. That's fucking cool.
Very angry bats.
Yeah.
Wonder if these are fixable in some way.
Listen, with
Mine's not broken.
Ryan, for the sake of fun, I will say any like rodent-like CR0 creature can come out of the hat because I want to see what you do with that. Don't abuse it. Don't abuse it.
with your
Don't abuse it.
pension for getting diseases,
Yeah.
those bats
Wow.
could give you rabies. I'm just saying.
I
Constitution
feel like any,
saving
like-
throw?
Yeah.
Don't actually.
But-
Don't actually. I'm joking. I'm joking. You're good. No rabies for
say
you. You're
rabies.
fine. You no
No
rabies.
Rabies check. I feel like if it's like a really natural disease, I'm pretty good for that. I'll be okay. That blue shit, that wasn't real. That was bad juju. That's what that was. No. I think if rabies, I should be okay. Well, there was that swamp stuff. I'll be careful.
I'm pretty sure that rabies has a 100% fatality rate. But anyways,
Rabies is
I could be the
real
first
dangerous.
one to ever beat it. No? I'm getting a lot of no's from faces. Okay.
Let's not test that theory.
Sure. But what I'm thinking is I can turn the bat into something else. Oh, the ideas.
Oh, I think Dusty
That's
kind of.
terrifying.
You would know you have 3 charges on the hat from attuning to it. Just so you're aware.
so you only have one left for the day.
Shaking his head at the whole situation, just pulls out his own flask, pops the top. The smell of booze wafts through the air as he cranks the top. Of
Gustav, you smell
Oh, no.
liquor coming out of Dusty's flask.
And Dusty just drinks him a little booze.
Pops a fucking tall boy. Just... This stream sponsored by
Just a fucking
Budweiser.
Colt 45
Yeah.
for breakfast.
You can see Gustav stare at him and like, swear to God. Swear to God.
Well, here, I mean, this isn't yours. You should fine, right? He hands him his flat.
I'm just gonna amuse him and take a sip and like, nothing's happening.
Whereas previously it tasted like glacier water, this is more like jungle stream.
Jungle Stream. Oh, that's a fucking new one.
Kind of tastes like dysentery a little bit. It's not pleasant.
Definitely not what I wanted.
Well,
Wait, it turned that too? Wait. That ain't even yours. That's mine. Oh, you didn't turn my whole fucking flask, did you? He immediately snagged it.
Dusty, it tastes like the booze that was in there previously.
Oh, thank fuck.
Okay, good.
I really think
Now that's a
Gustav got the
peculiar one.
worst of these items. He got the recovering alcoholic sobriety flask. Like,
Yeah, he did.
This is brutal for him.
Poor
that
poor
being said,
man.
we do need to get on the river road forest. I don't know. We need to go
Yeah.
Away we go.
Should
back up and head out.
Okay. You make your way back to your canoes after tearing down, excuse me, your camp for the day. Hey, kitty. Hello, kitty. So many cats on this
Kitty.
stream. It's wild. It's wild. It's like a cat cafe in here. Your turn. To the Gulthi River, the southern portion that drains down from the mountains into Laravos Lake, kind of the top of this particular watershed. And, well, again, you are paddling against the current. This is a pretty slow-moving river. Doesn't have a lot of altitude to travel on over at this point, so it kind of just meanders through the nature. So it's easy enough to paddle against the stream. It's a little slower progress than you would have liked to make, but I'd say by about I'd say by about noonish, you come to the top of the N in Avanar, and you come to this fork in the river that appears to offer you two routes. One of which, the right, is this kind of not quite rapidy, but faster moving section of river that kind of weaves through these large boulders that have found their way up. And then on the left side, kind of in the smoother bits of water, you see this kind of open inlet kind of area where the water kind of cycles and slows down even more in this kind of just, was the word jetty? Is that the word? I think. Either way, the water slows and kind of creates this natural pooling area where, like, if you were to try fishing, you would probably have pretty decent luck with the look of it. But you also see these large ferns growing up on either side. In fact, the undergrowth in this entire area is particularly thick. And your recent experience with swampy ponds in this area of the forest has perhaps led you to be more cautious.
Well, Rusty, also, by the way, I fixed it.
You fixed it. We love that.
Hey!
What was the problem in
Apparently,
case it comes up again?
For some reason, it wasn't the 2014 version of a cleric. That
Oh.
gave me the lucky spell. So I deleted the entire thing, put the 2014 in, and now I got more spells.
Okay.
80, 70.
There you go. I will. I could be mean and not allow you to prepare your spell list for the day
Oh,
with
no,
your
no,
new
no,
spells. But if you would like to take your remove curse spell, because you should have had it from the get-go, you may. Or we can say you
I'll
were
do
so
it.
distraught from your lack of drinking that you completely forgot you could even do that.
Yeah. Let's do that because, well, the night is over. I'll do it at
Sounds
the
good.
next night.
Dawn has come and go at this point. It is noon. So which route do you think appeals to you?
Heading up this way.
I need to grab some canoes real quick. 'Cause
So
we're
our
gonna need minis
initial
either way.
plan, I believe, was to hop out and portage over to the next lake.
Yes.
So I think Dusty's gonna
This is
just
getting
kinda
to
holler
about
forward.
that point. Like, you would probably...
You guys are ahead of us.
Another 2 hours travel after this would be where you want to get out and portage. You're not quite at the spot you want to be at yet. But
Oh,
if you
fair.
wanted to
I was
risk...
gonna say he's gonna holler, just hopping off right here.
If you prefer to risk
it.
an extra day's travel through the thickest of the forest, that is also completely doable. That is up to you. All three options present potential dangers, but potential routes to success. Whatever
I think he
you'd
just
like to
hollers
do.
back. Y'all want to take the smooth stuff through the taller bushes or hit this rapid area?
I was just going to, lift our boat up, with magic. Just kind of, push over the rapids. Do you do whatever you want to do? I can only, I suppose I could do it twice.
You guys
You
can
go
have a
first,
lime
and then I
green
just-
kayak. Sorry. that
Yes,
was making
let's
me
do
laugh.
that. I'll get your boat in the air, and then you can just kind of paddle down into the water to get going, and then when you're past, I'll do it for us.
All right, sure.
Sounds good.
All right, and on the canoe that Dusty and Nightcrawler are in, I'm gonna cast Levitate.
Whee!
Okay. And for now, I don't actually need to worry about the canoe. And for the sake of doing so, I will, because you still have to row and get through the water, right? I had a boat mini
Oh,
that
yeah.
I really liked, but there's so... Here, this will work. It's a lifeboat, but for the sake of now just having a boat to use, it's a canoe. Cool. Cool.
Cool.
That looks like.
Why
it's
can't
canoe
I-
now.
It's just not... Yeah, there we go.
there you go.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about.
Da-da-da-da.
Is
Okay, sweet.
levitate not concentration?
I
It is.
believe it is,
10 minutes,
yes.
Oh,
Okay, so put yourselves, I would say, next to whatever canoe you want to be in. just so I can move the canoes easier and just select all of you as a group. But you going to levitate through the swampier area?
I mean, it doesn't. They can
Or
just
through the
choose
rocks.
whichever way they want to go. I've just levitated them.
Sure.
We're just pushing over the rapid side, I think.
Okay.
Just gonna go as straight as possible.
You're kind of levitating about 3 inches to 5
I
inches
think
above
Violet's
the water.
probably just swimming behind
Okay.
us.
Fair enough, Violet's. I will say roll me an athletics check for Violet as she tries to make her way up the faster moving water between the rocks. You guys are able to push off the rocks themselves easily enough, and are able to get up to. I would say, honestly, with the levitate, there's no reason that you guys can't make it all the way up there. Roll me a stealth check for your vehicle. As you're
I don't know
trying
what the
to
stats
just
of a boat are.
cash, just roll me a dexterity. Use a flat d20 and add your dex. Because it's you maneuvering the boat.
Word.
Oh, we're
Okay.
fucked.
I'd say with the 13, you're able to like push off the rocks without disturbing the water. While looking down, you do see the shimmer of actual scales. No cursed objects like in the last body of
Cursed
water
fish.
that awaited you, but these are just legitimate fish kind of making their way through here. Though you do notice they seem to be avoiding the swampier area where you thought that you would have been likely to find fish nesting. They seem to be giving it a pretty wide berth and kind of looping around the western side of the water here, but you push your way between the rocks above the surface of the water without disturbing it, looking over into the ferns, and you do see them moving ever so slightly as you're making your way past, but nothing emerges from it. And in probably 2 to 3 minutes, you're on the other side of this rocky section of the water. Xechas, you would see them kind of arrive at the other side, still levitating.
Nice.
About halfway
Think,
through the concentration of your spell. I'd say about 5 minutes total, actually, to be safe.
Once we get across here, I think he just pushes their way to the shore to like push it up to wait on the others to come over.
Okay. You go line up on the shore.
Before he lets you out, he's gonna lift you up 10 feet as a joke, and then bring you back down to the ground.
All right. Okay.
Okay. Easily done. You
And then I
kind
will.
of
Yeah, once I
feel
see
the-
you safely over, I'll drop it.
Okay, you feel the canoe kind of slosh down into the muck and the kind of soft undergrowth on the side of the water here, and looking back, you see Xechas and Gustav together. Are you levitating yourself as well?
Alright, our turn. Yes.
Okay. Gustav with the dexterity you rolled previously, I'm guessing that's what that was for.
I thought you wanted me to roll as well. So
yeah, go ahead and roll again, just because it wasn't your turn.
You also, unfortunately, have disadvantage because you have exhaustion.
Oh,
do.
crap. Well,
You are the one steering the boat as well. It doesn't matter.
Still a six.
Six is terrible anyway. As you're kind of making your way past.
I could use some help.
You try to choose the best possible course, and you make your way past here. And as you do, not paying notice, you kind of slip and brush the paddle of the canoe into the kind of murky water on the western side of this little outcropping of land, and you see the bushes on either side begin to move, and you watch as 2 very large frogs, larger than, I would say, like a black bear, like a large sized frog, no, like a grizzly bear sized frog, comes just leaping out of the water and tall ferns at the
Xechas
edge,
audibly screams.
straight towards you.
I hate my life.
Hey, at least you got one of you through onto dry land safely. That will be very helpful. You guys, I'd say we're over here-ish. Correct? And then I need a frog. I'm pretty sure I have a fucking mini for a frog. Do I not? Those Ryan's B shapes? God, Ryan, you have so many
The
B.
size of a bear.
They're called water leapers. They're large monstrosities.
I don't have a frog.
I do. I have ice toads, which will suffice for now.
Make big.
Make big. They're just literally going to jump off of the island. Oh my god, they're huge. Straight towards you. How far can they jump, out of curiosity? Doesn't say. Oh, they can fly 50 feet. Oh, okay. So it doesn't matter. Forgot about that. They both come launching out of the grass towards you. And where's bite? One is going to make a bite towards Xechas. The other is going to make a bite towards Gustav. At advantage because they were hiding. That is a 24 to hit Gustav and a 19 to hit Xechas.
Oh, hits.
Okay. Gustav, you take 14 points of piercing damage. Xechas, you take 11 points of piercing damage. And I need both of you to make me a DC 13. I would say acrobatics or athletics to try and escape from the auto grapple. Okay, both of you are able to succeed, and you are not grappled, but both of these creatures leap out, and as you try to put your hands up to try and protect yourself, one clamps down on your metal hand, Xechas kind of crunching the steel together. Gustav, you try to put your shield up as well, but it gets just over the top and kind of clamps down into your shoulder. And I need everyone to roll me initiative, please.
We're coming, boys.
Where's my character?
Oh. Oops, I rolled. This guy needs initiative, right? Yes, okay.
Don't forget to click your token.
Ha ha ha. Perfect. I love situationally appropriate sound alerts. Okay.
Who said that?
Thanks for that one, nerd.
That was Nerd. That was Nerd Hollow's.
It sounds like it
redeem.
sounds so familiar.
Yeah. So Gustav, you're up first. This creature just leaps out towards you and Xechas. You just got too close to them and failed your check, making your way through and disturbed the water. Bright side, you did not paddle through their lair. You have a much better chance of surviving out here than you would have if you'd taken the other route. As far as you can see, there's like thick vines and heavy grass growing through all the water there. But what are you doing? I'm gonna zoom in on you guys. There we go.
Dude, Smith looks so cool now.
Oh, is the boat still floating?
The boat is those were
Ours
kind of like,
is.
I'm gonna say those were glancing, so what they would have done is jumped past and stayed within 5 feet on the other side of the boat and tried to grapple
I just
them
went
on
with
their way past.
concentration.
Oh, that's true. Did you roll your con save?
Oh, no, I didn't.
Yeah.
Boy,
You're
you
good.
big-
Okay, yeah, you're Gucci. Yeah, Gustav, what are you doing?
Considering I'm annoyed that I'm not under the influence, I am gonna cast Green Flame Blade, and I'm gonna try to hit the fucker.
Okay.
This one.
Very easily done. The one that jumped at you, I'm assuming. 25 will definitely hit.
And then it's gonna be with the Green Flame Blade.
They didn't submerge completely. You definitely get the idea that they can go underwater, but they kind of jumped and turned back to continue attacking you.
Do I have to roll the other one separately, don't I? The normal attack.
Do you yeah. You have multi-attack, so go ahead. That was just damage.
Yeah, no, I mean, it only shows me the fucking fire damage. Unless I'm mistaken there.
Isn't that all it does? This is
Oh,
the one d.
fire damage.
Yeah, so you did total of 10.
Green Flame Blade does the weapons damage and the fire.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Then it's
so it would be
only
5.
that, and that's... No.
Well,
It's going to be the first one. A total of 10.
Why did so many different numbers come up? What the fuck?
The second number is the weapon damage. The first number is the green flame blade bonus damage. I don't know why it reverses them, but yeah, 1d8 plus
damage
5 plus a d8.
Okay, so 10 damage total as you strike out against the creature. Oh, go ahead.
Maces only do 1d6, so that's the fire damage that goes to the second creature that'd be adjacent, is what that second number is.
Okay, that makes sense. So the 5 plus the 2. So the first creature takes 7 points of damage, 5 of it bludgeoning, 2 of it fire. The next creature has to make a save, correct? Or does that just jump there immediately?
I think it just jumps
Okay, he takes
within 5 feet.
He takes even more fire damage than the first guy. Okay, 8. Perfect. Okay, glad we figured that out.
And then
We
as a
got it.
bonus action, I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon.
Sure. Yeah, go ahead.
Somewhere in between them.
Did I give you a mini for your spiritual weapon yet? No. What's your
Maybe.
what does your spiritual weapon look like?
A mace.
I'm gonna need like a baguette or something.
A baguette.
If you want to make it a baguette, you can make it a baguette.
Oui, croissant.
For now, you get that. That's your spiritual weapon. Because that's all I got handy. All right. You can make an attack with it as soon as you summon it. So go ahead and do that.
18 to hit.
This is 26 to hit.
26 to hit.
Yeah, make sure you're reading the roll 21. 26 will definitely hit. Go ahead and roll your damage. 7 points of force damage.
Yeah, that works.
Okay, so as these creatures kind of jump past you and land in the water and turn to face you, once again you unleash your first series of attacks against the frog in the water to the north here, this guy. And you see and feel your attacks land. The creature manages to shrug them off for the most part. Doesn't seem to be too worried about it so far, but seems to have its attention on you very intently right now. Vicarl, you're up.
Alrighty, Vicarl's gonna go ahead and see what's going on. Hop out the boat here and move about up 30 feet up this way. Flop.
Okay.
Try and get as close as he can. He just run. I'm coming! Sharks! Snaps his hands, and a cloud is gonna form over this guy right here. However, the cloud just
stop again.
it's just gonna kind of hang about 20 feet above the frog's head, and one feather falls down, another feather, as 8 giant owls just come down from the cloud and then back up with flyby. So they're just gonna dive.
Go ahead and attack.
As I call giant owl thunder, and whoop! I got number of
That's
attacks
insane.
8. My mod is +3. Their AC is. What's their AC?
My bad. I was so like invested in what you were saying. I wasn't like absorbed. You know what I mean? 14.
14.
I'm so excited to see what these owls do.
So 7 of them.
Get some F's in the chat.
They keep coming down, and then they go right back into the cloud. So it just looks like a little tiny little white cloud. Every now and again, a little feather falls down.
Recurring cycle of fucking owls
Just
coming out in a
feathers
wheel.
and birds.
Oh my
As-
god. Oh my
Let's see,
god.
this is 2d6, so that's going to be 14d6. And boop. 14d6.
I have to start giving
Cool.
all of my creatures like an extra fucking 80 HP. God damn.
53.
Damn, which one are you hitting first? The bottom, top?
Yeah, this guy right here. It's just a little white
Bottom.
cloud about 20 feet above his head. Just a tiny little white cloud, and every now and again.
Cool. Kill, 53. Like, oof. So bloodied would be a good word. You all watch as this recurring wheel of owls is just coming out of this storm cloud. As one feather drops, turns into an owl and cycles back up. It just continues. And you watch as this creature's like and just pieced apart. One attack
Fucking
at a
Tony
time.
Montana. Oh my
It is
god.
still very much standing, but I will say there's not really like an icon for bloodied. I'm gonna give him a heart with a little broken heart. He's
Not
bloodied.
sharks, but it works, and that'll be me.
The frog is like, I just hear these deep guttural rumbling sounds coming from it. Okay, that'll be your turn. Next up is the frogs. Okay, so that one's gonna go underwater immediately. That's the first thing he does. You will get an attack of opportunity as his head goes underwater. Anyone? I will say technically
Bottom one or the top one?
bottom one. Kieran, you would just be on the edge of attack of opportunity, so you're allowed to do it.
Yay. Oh, wow.
12 will not hit, unfortunately. You're kind of like unsteady on the boat. You're still recovering from the lack of alcohol in your system. Xechas, are you taking an attack as well?
I'm just gonna second level magic missile in.
Oh yeah, you have Warcaster now, don't you?
I've always had Warcaster.
That's true.
So 11 total.
Okay. He takes the shots as he goes underwater. You see some of the magic missiles kind of carving through the surface of the river and creating this kind of
I guess it's
slight cavity until it closes behind them. You see him react and then disappear into the murkiness of the water. He is invisible. Actually, needs to make a stealth check. But practically invisible.
Smith doesn't have a melee attack.
Okay. And then no range, no attack of opportunity for him. What's all of yours passive perception? Is it better than 23?
Nope.
Oh no.
Okay.
My lord, no.
The frog
wow.
disappears entirely and is currently invisible from all of you. Oh, no, I need to switch you to the GM layer. GM layer. Okay, he vanishes completely. And as far as you can tell, he has gone. You're not sure where. Next up is the other frog, who is less damaged, but still taking a couple licks at this point. He is going to once again leap forward at Father Gustav, passing over the boat, still within your attack range, everybody, so no attacks of opportunity. And he is going to make a bite attack at you. The snap 20. It's a
That'll
nat
hit.
20.
Good thing you rolled like shit.
He just rolled a 6. Yeah, he rolled a 1 and a 2 plus 3. So 6 times 2, 12. You take 12 points of piercing damage. I need you to make me a DC 13 acrobatics or athletics check, please. Oh. As the frog or toad, whatever this abomination is, jumps past you, it grabs onto your other shoulder this time, but it gets a good enough piece that you almost feel yourself yanked off the boat entirely and just barely manage to retain your footing. And you get the idea that this creature is very capable of pulling you underwater, especially in your armor. That being said, he does have a stinger attack as well. So as he's kind of passing by you, you see just a slight twitch coming from between his back two legs. What would be a tail, or what you thought was a tail, turns out to be this jagged, sharp barb, and he is going to take a stinger attack at you. That is a 13. However, Xechas, as you're focused on the
I was
creature,
about to ask you if it's a range attack.
it is a ranged attack. So as your focus is entirely on the frog or toad, and I would like to point out, Dusty, this whole time you've been dancing as well, but your turn hasn't started, so it hasn't been important. But you're just like over there, just kind of getting a little mambo shuffle, waiting for your turn.
Oh my god.
Xechas, I'm gonna roll against your armor for 13, so that will not hit you either. You feel a ping as something just bounces off of your shield and falls away into the water, and you look and you see this frog kind of passing over beyond Gustav,
Oh, good.
and you get the sense that attack was not necessarily meant
I know
for
what
you.
this does.
It is your turn.
Okay. Firstly, I'm gonna have
I'm so
I'm gonna
happy you
Smith
guys
take his
took those
turn
items and
first.
put them on.
So I'm gonna use my bonus action to command Smith to fly out just a little bit
Mm-hmm.
and
Easily done.
blast at the frog.
13 will not hit,
add-
unfortunately.
Add 3 to that.
Okay, 16 will hit.
Nice. And then add 3 to the damage of this as well. So 6 total force damage.
Okay. Smith flies up and quickly just fires this force strike towards the creature. It does take the damage. It kind of recoils back and sinks down underwater a little more. I will say at this point, you are still able to see it, Dusty, but anyone taking ranged attack against this creature would be firing against half cover, except the marksman. Of course, it doesn't matter for a sharpshooter, but for the sake of any other ranged attacks.
And then I'm gonna hold open the bag of holding and just say, "Get in here! Don't want you getting crushed." And he's gonna fly into the bag of holding.
Okay. And then he goes back into the bag of holding.
Get one shot off with him.
Put him
and then
next to
that was my bonus action. I am going to my action. I am going to levitate us 20 feet up into the air. The canoe's
Okay.
just gonna go.
I'm guessing
20
there's
feet
no height restriction to levitate at all.
No, but I can only do 20 feet at a time.
Okay, so you're stationary 20 feet in the air.
Yep. We also now cannot
I'll
move
allow
forwards
it.
or backwards because we require
Something
stationary
to
propulsion.
push yourself off of. So you just
Yes.
push off a rock and just drift 20 feet up into the air.
But I didn't see them fly. I saw them jump over us and go back into the water. So.
Yeah, they've kind of been doing
is
this
good.
thing.
And that will be me.
Fair. Love that. Dusty, you're up. You watch as these
Okay,
frogs
let me
just
set the
unleash a
scene here.
barrage against your people, and then the boat begins levitating with one frog in the water and the other vanished entirely from sight. You
I
feel
think-
the urge.
I think Dusty's pulling the boat onto shore still. He's having Violet help him. He hears
He's not
commotion
pulling.
behind him. He turns, sees White Girl immediately get up, start heading somewhere, clap his hands together. Looks around, watches all this shit happen, reaches for his musket. The second his hand touches his musket, he just starts kind of getting into it a little bit. As he pulls and aims, he's like, God damn it! Starts dancing as he aims his fucking gun.
You're like, you didn't make this give you disadvantage on ranged attacks. I didn't think of that. I thought that would be too mean. But you're busting a move. You got your gun just locked on sight, locked
Just
dead center.
shimmying.
Yep. But your gun stays perfectly steady. Like it's uncanny. It's almost disturbing.
As he's aiming, he's gonna aim towards the only one he can see currently.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's also gonna command Violet to start swimming back that way.
Okay. Go ahead and
She's
take your
going
shot.
to go 40
Violet's with-
feet. He's gonna command her to dash. He's gonna actually-
Current is going north. If you are going with current at any point, I'll say extra 5 feet of movement for the bonus speed.
That's neutral. And then if she dashes, that would get her 45. Smith's not technically there, so she can end up there.
There you go. Okay.
And then he's gonna fire at that one.
Okay.
20.
20 will definitely hit.
Oh, actually, you said disadvantage, right?
No disadvantage because of the dancing. Originally, that's what the item had. I took these
Well, I
from
meant
actual
you
cursed
said
items. But
disadvantage on him because he's like in the water.
he's half
right?
cover, but you ignore that as a sharpshooter, do you not?
I don't have sharpshooter.
Oh yeah, half cover penalty then. Yes.
Does
So
20
that would
still
be +2 to AC, I believe, with half cover. 20 definitely still hits.
Think?
They AC of 14. Yeah, hey, you're so good. They're huge. They're very big.
All right, Violet's
14
gonna
plus
flash purple
piercing.
as she does.
Okay.
That's a max 20
So
on
as
the
you
first shot.
you're there's a moment of concern as you stand there aiming, kind of getting your little shimmy going, and as you
Getting my
fire,
shimmy going.
you're concerned that the bullet, the musket ball, might travel towards Xechas, but you can see it travels on a perfect trajectory. So there must be a range, a safe, usable range, and you watch as your musket ball tears into this creature, and Violet casts her ability, and there's a bright purple flash. The creature is still standing, but he's got a few wounds to him now, and he's kind of looking around more tentatively, but his eyes are still very much fixated on Gustav in the canoe above.
I think Dusty fires, remembers what happened earlier, goes, shit, looks up, then looks back down and sees it actually hit the frog and goes, oh, and aims again for a second.
Go ahead. Absolutely doable.
That's... My gun is jammed like 9 fucking times.
Yeah.
Dusty throws this thing in the water.
That's... You throw the the musket, the company musket.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's over it.
You say, "Fuck
You're
that
done!"
musket." As it fires, I will say, roll me. Who is in that area? Violet, technically, is the only creature in that area. So roll me an attack against Violet.
That hits.
26. Violet takes 14 points of piercing damage as your gun, yet again, you fire, and it seems like these swampy, really wet conditions have begun getting to it, and there's a moment where there's no flash in the powder, and then as you kind of like, you're still dancing, your gun goes slightly off target, and you hear a shot go off, and you watch as it glances off one of Violet's wings, and she snaps her head back to look at you. Sees you throw the musket in the water. Yeah, that was the right choice. She goes back to focusing on what she's doing, kind of shakes the wound
You
off.
just shot Violet.
It was bound
and
to
then
happen
after
eventually.
throwing it in the water,
God.
he's gonna double movement, which is only 30 feet.
So you all watch as fucking Dusty shimmies and dances his way along the path of the river at the slowest you've ever seen him move.
Get it, girl.
I'm so happy.
Jesus.
I needed all of this in my life. I wanted to see you guys do a fight with it. I'm sorry, I had to.
I like to imagine it's the Fortnite default dance that.
He's got like,
Ugh.
after throwing the musket and not having anything in his hand, just full like Gangnam style, just galloping as he heads over.
Fuck this musket style.
Oh my god. Okay. Do you do anything else after you move, or is that it?
I dance.
Okay. Gustav, you're up.
Hey, sexy monkey.
And we danced. And we saw. What was it? And we cried? I can't remember. I need to listen to more Macklemore. It's been years.
Would you dance if I asked you to dance?
That's also a good one.
How much more must we mackle?
Gustav, what are you doing?
Seeing one of the frogs go into the water, I'm like, you motherfucker, I'm not in the mood to play fucking hide and seek. I'm gonna cast Fairy Fire.
Okay.
So,
What's
I'm
the
gonna need
conditions on
attacks.
Fairy Fire?
Each object in a 20-foot cube within range is outlined in blue, green, or violet light. I'll just link it and read it yourself.
Okay. Whereabouts are you casting it?
Pretty much underneath the boat.
Like on the bottom of the boat? Because like the water here, by what you can tell at a certain point, gets probably about 25 feet deep.
Yeah, just on top of the water then.
Okay. All right. So it is a dex save.
Dex 16.
Dex save. Dex save. It does not save. So as you cast your ability, you see this kind of sparkle and twinkle begin appearing in the water beneath the boat, well below you at the surface of the water, and you see in that appearance just this large frog-like shape about 20 feet below the surface of the water, staring up at you, and like looking up at the boat and kind of readying itself to make its way out. But he is visible.
Well, we can see the other fucker as well now. And as a bonus action, I'm not allowed to use Healing Word on myself because I used the spell already, isn't it?
Yes, Healing Word is a leveled cast.
So then I'm just gonna... I'll probably just move my my weapon a little bit closer to where we are. Just out of range of us, but close enough to the others.
Alright, so...
The frogs.
Okay, so still within range of the frogs. Do you want to attack this turn? On this one over here, your mace can get that far.
Yeah, but won't it hit us then?
Now, you guys are 20 feet in the air right now. Both of the creatures are at water level. One's 20 feet below the water.
Then I'm gonna attack the other one. I do have a question about that though. I should have probably stat on what level I was gonna cast it. Does it still matter now, or is it just stand on level 1?
Just standard level of fairy fire. Unless
No, I
otherwise
mean
specified.
the spiritual weapon.
It is, yeah, just the base level if you don't specify otherwise.
Okay.
Especially if it's been out for a couple turns. If you catch it like during the same turn, I'm okay with the adjustment, but we're a couple turns past now. You've already done damage with it. Okay,
Yeah,
23 will definitely hit. Go ahead and roll your damage. Ooh.
11 force.
11 points of force damage. You can see this one is definitely bloodied now as well. It's taken several wounds. The mace comes down and crushes on the skull. It kind of recovers, but it is, excuse me, looking a little worse for wear now. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's gonna be it.
You
It's
kind of
not
like
I can really
hung awkwardly in the air, trying not to fall out of this canoe. Vikarl, you're up.
Alrighty, Vikarl is just hands out. His eyes are kind of almost glazed over, and he's all you can hear him say is just "ho, ho," as this is going to pass through. As it passes through the boys in the boat, you just they would just kind of see clouds every now and again. An owl's face. One looks like he's sipping a cup of coffee. There's another one looks like he's shaving. And as it passes through, goes over the other guy, and owl cloud, go! Bop. And pop, and pop. 5 of them hit.
I can't believe Vikarl wild shaped into Jennifer Coolidge.
Go, my little pretty, go.
Oh my god.
Wow.
You watch as the giant frog-like creature is torn to fucking shreds, piece by piece by piece by piece, by these owls that are summoned by Vikarl, tearing it into absolute nothingness. It is just left in pieces in the river that are floating down on the current. You could save some if you wanted some of this meat, but there are just chunks floating in the water at this point, about to be taken by the current. That one is gone. That is completely dead. Completely dead. Fuck.
And that'll
Also, all
be...
would
You had
Yeah,
46
my turn.
HP left, and you
Fairy
did
fire.
50 HP.
You could've done more.
That one would have been fairy fired as well, technically. So you could have rolled at advantage for them, but it did not matter. All right, next
If
up.
ever,
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh.
if ever, anyone's like, why did they change summoning spells in 5.5? That's why they
I'm
changed
the reason. They saw me coming.
You
And they said we
specifically.
gotta nerf this bitch.
Insanity. Insanity. I need a boat. I need the boat stack. I'm pretty sure I printed you guys a boat stack deck, didn't I, or card? I have questions.
Yeah, there was
I need to see how much HP each of these rowboats.
the
has.
rowboat
Um,
has
Maybe like 500.
Hull 50
has
HP
50
on the
HP.
hull.
50 HP on the hull.
Okay.
Okay. So, the other frog being dead, so he's out of the initiative order, but the one that is currently fairy fired is going to kind of, again, wiggle up, kick off the bottom of the river, and just come flying straight out, and you realize this creature is not jumping. It is flying in a straight line directly towards you, and it is going to make a bite attack against the underside of your boat. It is a 15 to hit. AC is 11, so that will definitely hit. And your boat takes 14 points of piercing damage as you watch as this kind of large, kind of saw-like teeth. Yeah, I am aware. As this creature jumps out of the water at, I would say, what was it? You guys were 20 feet up, it was 20 feet below. So 40 feet per 6 seconds. Flies into the bottom of this levitating craft and sinks its teeth into it for 14 damage. However, because this boat is levitating and being propelled, you watch as this frog slams into the bottom of it and the whole boat begins moving at almost the same speed the frog was when he hits it. And you watch as Xeas and Gustav begin drifting into the sky, I'd say at about 30 feet per turn. And as the frog kind of clamps onto it, and you guys are all flying off, that is where we will end the stream for tonight, because I love that
That's fucking amazing.
of Gustav and Xeas floating into the sky. I think that's hilarious. Stuart is also
Eight
getting
little
a little
owl
impatient,
faces.
and he's been locked
Just eight
up
little
for
owl
most of the
faces
game,
look up and
I
go,
feel bad for him. So we're just gonna call things here, and we can resolve this little encounter at the end as they fly off. There's no like awesome way for this to end.
We're about to drop
fall
that
into a
frog
river,
from
we'll
50
be-
stories.
You have no means of propelling yourself the other direction.
We're gonna
This
have
is-
to jump.
You're gonna have to jump or break concentration. I'm so excited. Anyway, we will be back next
Have a
week
different plan,
with
actually, don't you?
our very exciting one shot because Ryan will be
Woo!
away. We will be sure to send all of our love. We're gonna miss you, buddy. Everyone, if you're still in chat, be sure to say goodbye to Wyan. And we will be seeing him back soon. But in the meantime, we're going to get ready for our one-shot next week with our guest, Ratatash, who is one of the local homies. We're super excited to have her joining us. And we're super excited to bring you guys a little prequel adventure that will feature some characters that may or may not tie in with some of our current campaigns' lore, backstory, and even some of our own lovable player characters that we currently have. So we'll see what happens with all of that next week. Be sure to tune in. In the meantime, I am going to pass the floor to JT, and we're going to end it off with Ryan, who's going to end his before his break away from us. He gets last words. So JT, you're up first.
Yeah, come hang out if ever you catch me streaming. Also, catch me DMing soon on this channel. Also, watch us play Baldur's Gate. It's really funny. Really fucking funny, actually.
It's been real good.
It's true.
It's been a
It's
blast.
been real good. We gave Withers big naturals. It's great. It's truly
Yes.
a dream come true. It's truly a dream come
Who
true.
am I?
Sexy.
Sexy Asturian, baby. We're all teeth and lips. I love it. I
Yeah.
couldn't have asked for a
There
more
we go.
exciting run. Everyone go show some love to JTB over there. And then moving it on to Kieran. What do you got to say to the good people?
Yeah, tomorrow maybe another Ready or Not stream together with Yoshi, Double O, Juggernauts, and Yorkshire, depending if all of them are available. If they are not available, I might play something else. We'll see. Keep an eye on the Discord, and otherwise, you will be seeing me here next week. Not playing ghost stuff, but playing something entirely
I
different.
can't wait. I can't wait to see what everyone comes up with. Also, if you need a fifth for tomorrow or an extra body, I am off for the day. I took a mental health day because I got some not so great news today, but that's all good. We are doing okay. So maybe see you tomorrow. Then everyone go show some love to Kieran. Then Chris, not ending us off today. What do you have to say before we move on?
Just a fun fact, the French author Georges Perec once wrote an entire novel without using the letter E. Another guy translated it into English without using the letter E. And then the same author, Perec, wrote a follow-up novel, Le Reverente, in which E is the only vowel used.
That is an impressive
how you
feat.
manage that.
Confusing.
That is an impressive feat of literature, and I have to say, I respect it. So I'm going to get us ready to raid
Cool,
out to
you're on.
Ratata. No, we're raiding out to Ryan. Raiding out to Ryan. Ryan. What do you have to say
Rawr!
for the people before we raid out to you?
Darlings, babies, all I'll be doing over, I'm going to be taking down a little bit of this and talking and chatting and just getting some feelings out. So if you want to come cry with me, come on over.
I don't want to cry. I already cried so much today. God damn it. It's fine.
Let's cry.
It's fine. We're fine. We're going to raid out to Ryan, everyone. I thought we were going to be nice. I'm like, we're going to raid out to Rad. But I raided out to Rad the other day. We're going to raid out to you because I already said I was going to do that. And I'm just really stoned and forgot for like 5 whole seconds. That's my bad. I love you, buddy. We're going to miss you, dude.
Mwah.
I'm sad to say goodbye, but we'll see you in a few weeks for our regular Monday adventures. In the meantime, y'all know the whole thing. I have been your DM, David Patrick. These have all been my friends, and you all have been awesome. Go show some love to Ryan over on his stream for tonight, and we'll see him when he gets back from his move. I love you guys. Bye-bye.
Bah.
See you later, guys.